9 to 11 months, your baby's going to start to explore the world a lot more, perhaps more than you want the baby to. So safety is always an issue. At 9 months, a baby's going to start to crawl. Of course, not all babies crawl at 9 months, but between 9 and 11 months, your baby should start to crawl. So you want to make sure the baby's safe in a room where they can't put anything in their mouth, where furniture is tethered to the wall, and there's safety gates. If you don't want your baby crawling to the kitchen, to be able to pull up by the oven or get burned by the oven, put a gate in front of your kitchen. You want to make sure that your apartment or your home has window guards, so the baby can, because often a baby tries to pull themselves up by the windowsill. You never want to accident out the window. You have to make sure that toilet bowls are locked or the bathrooms are shut, so babies can't fall into the toilet bowls because they will try to climb in. Never leave a bathtub unattended, because a crawling baby or an exploring baby will try to get to the water because that's attractive to them. So drowning is a big fear, and you want to make sure the baby has no access to large bodies of water. Remember, a baby doesn't necessarily only drown in a pool or at a beach. They could drown in a bucket filled with water if you're mopping. Between 9 and 11 months, your baby's going to babble a lot more and speak to you in a baby language, which is very exciting and very fun. I do not recommend speaking baby talk back to your baby. I find that babies respond really well when we speak clearly to them and enunciate our words. I often see parents who only speak baby talk to their children, like oogie boogie boogie, and I find that those babies actually mimic what their parents do. So they also don't use words when they're getting older. They speak with more of an affect of a baby than a child. Babies love to be read to, they like to be sung to, they like music at this age, they love to dance and bounce. Babies like to go in those bouncy extra saucers or bouncers. I don't recommend using a bouncer for more than 20 minutes at a time, because it's not good for the baby's legs, because they're like in a bowed position and bouncing all the time. But using it 20 minutes when you want to take a shower or to leave the baby around some music and in the extra saucer, that's fine. Between 9 and 11 months, a baby's going to eat more solids and want to feed themselves. So you have to be really aware of choke foods, like no big chunks, things like breadsticks or teething biscuits that babies often eat at 9 months. You have to be careful because they start to have teeth, and they often bite off a piece and then a huge chunk goes down and they can't swallow it. So just remember never to leave your baby unattended between 9 and 11 months whenever they're eating, because food becomes really fun for them, but they will shove everything into their mouths if they get excited and they can choke. Between 9 and 11 months, your baby's trying to walk, so you can encourage walking with some of those walking toys, so they can push toys, and at 12 months, most babies will start to initiate to walk.